Good morning, my powerful MVP family. Good morning to each and every one of you. Good morning. Miss Bev is here with another video. So first and foremost, let me hope all is well with all of you. And when I say all is well, I mean that whatever you're going through, it's manageable. That you remember that you're never alone, that the promise was made by Christ himself, that he'll never leave us nor forsake us, and you're holding on to that promise. Don't ever struggle alone. Reach out, speak to someone. They might not be able to offer you monetary support. They might not be able to offer you any kind of big thing, but just to listen, can be so helpful. Just to refer you to resources needed to help you as you go through your situation. It's powerful. It takes a load off. So please remember, don't sit and suffer alone. People might say, oh, we chat too much, but sometimes when you talk about things, somebody is able to say, wait a minute, I just went there the other day, and you can get some support with this or that or whatever it is. So that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying go tell your personal business, even though sometimes when you talk to other people, they can tell you from experience, not to send you to do the wrong things, but they can give you their point of view, and then now you have something to kind of weigh and to kind of see. You have something to compare with. And so it can make a huge difference. So blessings, my friends. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and help me to continue to grow. For those of you who have been here with me, thank you so much for your support, your love, your respect, your kindness, and always your contributions to the conversation. Thank you. And even if you can't write a contribution, a thumbs up is always appreciated. So whether you're watching on the TV where you can slide over and give a thumbs up, or you're watching on your phone when you could write a comment, or you're watching on your laptops or your computers and you can type a comment for Miss Bev, I absolutely appreciate every support you give. So this morning I was reading a comment, guys. I spoke about the people who are in the struggles right now are waiting. The conversations are going on. And so I talk about, is the Jamaican government ready to handle what will be coming? Are there shelters in place? Are there things in place to support the people when they return? Understanding that these people who went away, guys, they didn't just go. A lot of them went and they work hard and they sent those monies back here to Jamaica. So a lot of the work that they did abroad, it's not like it didn't benefit the people here in Jamaica. It benefited because when they send it back, the families just put it into the economy. And so it's a cycle. I'm not encouraging people to run off. I'm not telling people it's right. But people who are oppressed are going to look for ways to get relief. They didn't sit around here killing people, stealing what they have, and making it hard for people. They got the opportunity to go, they got jobs there, and they decided it's better to work and take the chance so they can support the families who are left behind, that the government doesn't have the resource to help, than for them to just pay that money to go and come back and sit and look like Brad Dog. So I'm not encouraging anyone to break laws and to what have you. But I'm saying, is the government making the necessary allowance to accommodate them when they come? I talk about, if you're illegal in America, what you should be doing. As I said, when you get deported, when they pick you up and throw you out of there like a common criminal, because that's what they see you as, a criminal. You broke their law. Which is better, for you to be caught on the job, maybe working on the street somewhere where you picked up, and then all the things that you've accumulated there, you are depending on people to get it to you in Jamaica? You know your situations. I don't know your situations. I'm just saying, I personally would have tried to ship things home so that if they send me home, my stuff is not left behind. People are nice when they're in your face. When they are behind you, it's a different situation. I'm not saying it's the same for everyone. I am saying these are things that happen in real life. So I also suggested to them what they should not be doing. Some people are now trying to make up for 10 or 15 years in these few months. You have to listen and you have to be focused. If you're in a situation, you have to make sure that you're up to date with what's going on around you, so you know where you are, how you're going to get out of the situation, what it is you're going to do, what you have in place, where are the resources that are available to me. These are things that has to be done. You can't just sit around and trust into luck. Oh, me know God will carry me through. God doesn't condone wrongs. So don't sit there and depend, oh, God going to carry me through when you did wrong. Fix things and try to make sure that you find the resources you need, find the lawyers you need, find whoever you need. So anyhow, this video really, because I really wanted to talk to our returning residents to kind of find out what their plans are when the criminals are sent back to Jamaica. Remember, we came home and people came home and I said, rent before you back. Well, to each his own. I'm just saying for myself. I rented before I bought something because I wanted to make sure that where I bought is where I want to be. So, if, what will my recourse be? So that's a video I'm going to be doing after. That's the video I wanted to do today. But when I read the comment where this person said to me, Miss Bev, it's good to know about your compassion for others. Why not let them stay with you? Then it won't be hard-working taxpayers' burden. So I did give a response. I thanked the person I welcome them to the channel, and I also thank the person for his or her contribution. But then I had to let the person understand that our people who, because they like to talk about Jamaicans, all right? Our people are hardworking people. They pay a lot of taxes in America that they were not able to claim. So it's not, don't get it twisted like only the citizens of America and the legal... No, these people who came and worked their behinds off pay taxes that they couldn't even claim at the end of the year. They pay their taxes too. They shop, they buy things, they buy goods, they pay taxes. Why are we making it seem like these people come in and they're a burden on people? What about those who are sitting down, the able-bodied people in America who are sitting down waiting for a paycheck? Where the whole generation from great-grandmother to grandmother to great-grandmother to grandmother to mother to children who live on the welfare system. Isn't it taxpayers' money? I pay taxes. I worked my butt off. I worked hard. My children are college-educated children who are paying a lot into the tax system. And when we file taxes, because my husband's and my salary puts us into another bracket. And so we get nothing back. And I'm as a teacher who was able to see a lot of parents, you see them young, able-bodied people who are waking up out of bed hours in midday, coming in the pajamas and whatnot. That they're home getting their food stamps. You see kids coming to the classroom with their what they call it, card. Oh, I took my mother's card because I wanted to get some chips and cookies and whatnot and whatnot. So how come that doesn't offend anybody? But these people who, yeah, they run off, yeah, they're illegal, but they work hard. They cannot get benefits or anything except they get sick and they take them in somewhere and go put them in the hospital. And the hospital will have to make sure that they're looked at. They can turn them away. But they work hard. They pay into the system. So even if they get free health care, nobody should be turning up their nose. Why aren't we looking at those getting handouts who are strong? Look at them on the street. They take the money, they buy drugs, they do things with it. But our tax dollars go into supporting. How come we're not angry at that? So I'll say it, guys. If our people were from Russia or Switzerland or Norway, I wonder if anybody would be talking about their tax dollars and overwhelming their system. I wonder. I wonder if there would be even a mass deportation thing right now that is going into place. I'm just saying, guys, this is my point of, this is how I feel, you know. And as I said, why is it that some are treated with disdain? They work hard. They don't sit waiting for handouts. But yet they treated like, you know, let us stop, guys. Let's learn to walk even half a mile in other people's shoes before we open our mouths and put down and belittle. Well, it's the same thing, putting down and belittling and making it seem like people are, you know, are some. Listen, guys, let us just be reasonable. That's all I'm saying. I'm not telling anybody that anybody needs special treatment. They break the law, they must do their time, but let us stop. Nobody runs from good. Nobody runs from good. If they're here and things were going well for them, I'm sure they wouldn't want to get up to go. You know how cold it is right now in America, in Canada, England, these places that go through these cold winters, and these people getting up out of their hot, nice weather to go into these places to work for peanuts, just so they could send some of that peanut home to help their families whom the government doesn't have the resource to help. I'm just asking us to be sympathetic. If you don't have anything good to say, don't say bad, because any one of us could have been in that situation. Nobody runs from good. If it is so good where you are, nobody wants to leave it. So let us remember that, guys. Let us remember that. I just feel like, you know, if it was different, different nations, all of this would be. And the disrespect that people talk about Jamaicans like dogs. Jamaicans are smart, hardworking people. They're filled with common sense. You give some cultures a book, and send them in the classroom, and they sit there, and the kids can't read, and the kids can't do, and they just sit there with the big old curriculum, and all that they're looking at is, oh, today we need to compare and contrast. And they don't stop to say, wait a minute, let me explain what compare means. Let me tell them what contrast is. They don't, because it's not written in the book. You look at the curriculum, it's so scripted that they need the book. Every walk you look around them in the classroom, they have the book because they have to go word for word. They don't have common sense to look at what is there and incorporate their experiences with it, and look at the kids they're teaching and see, are they ready for this? Or should we go a little lower and build them up so they could understand, they could get a better understanding of what is being taught? Jamaicans step in there and right away they know that you don't even have to tell them, because they know, I got to build foundation and then build on the foundation. Jamaicans are smart people if they only get the right opportunities. And if when our people go there, they would just, the families who are involved in these drugs and these crimes would just not recruit these young men. They are smart people. If families would only help them to build. A lot of times they come abroad and it's the problem is because you have to pay for the education. They can go get credits and stuff, but they have to pay for it from their pockets. Nobody wants to help. Nobody wants to make that investment. So they come and they walk around with their pants off the behind till somebody recruit them to come. Yo man, you can make some money over here, you know, and them take them in and go sell the drugs, and then there goes their future. But our young men are smart, our young women are smart. Because I tell people it's not book smart that counts, it's common sense. It's when you're able to evaluate situations and then come up with a plan to execute that plan and to get the results that make sense. So again, let us not be judgmental. Until we walk even half a mile in people's shoes, don't say a word. Don't say anything that's negative and ugly. It's not good. Because any one of us could have been in that situation. So let us just pray them up. Hope for the best. Ask God to forgive the wrong they did and just give them a way out. If you can't be good, be careful, but walk good. Do good, live good as we continue onwards and upwards, guys. Onwards and upwards.